Hey people, it's Kelly of Print Pray Slay, and I had the new volume 2 of my Bible experience. So this is a chapter Bible study journal, and this is volume 2. I don't know if you can tell how much thicker it is than volume 1 at the moment, but yeah, let me give you a comparison. God bless you, Miko. This is volume 1. This is the proof of volume 1. So volume 1 actually doesn't look like this. It looks like this as far as the cover. But this is the size of volume 1. Let's see the comparison. Boom. Okay. So this journal has way more pages in it. And the reason being is because there are more chapters included in this part of the Bible. So I'll put this to the side. So you can see when you open it up, it is the same as far as the cover. As far as the flow is the same. So I don't know if I want to use that one as much as I want to use this one as the flow. So you can see that they are similar. As far as like the cover, and you flip it, and then you have the cover again. Okay, and then you have the intro. Okay, so if you have volume 1, it's similar layout as far as like all of the intro pages. But let's get into it to see all the things that are different and updated in this one. So of course the cover is updated. Similar vibe. I wanted to go with a similar vibe because as you can see, I put mine on discs. Well, shoot, you can't even see the disc when it's closed. But they're on disc, black pearl disc. And I honestly had the whole volume 1 all together in my faith journal, but I decided to take it out and only work on the books that I'm working on. So acknowledgement of God, my hey people. I moved it over a little bit just in case you want to have anything that you want to put there. It's me. It's a nice silly picture of me. But so if anything is the same, the difference is the design. So the paint splatters and everything like that are different, even though what is in it and all of the volumes and stuff. After this page, everything is different. Okay. All of the wording up into this page is the same, but the design is different. After this page, the design and the wording are different. All right. So you can see here, this is the reason why volume 1 is smaller. So volume 1, law. So you got Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Then we have volume 2, which is this one. And these are the history books. So you have Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, 1 Kings, 2 Kings, 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, and Esther. Okay? I don't know why I put and Esther there, but yeah, Esther. Instead of just listening. Sometimes I put the and sometimes I didn't. I never noticed that. So, similarly, that is what's stated here. Law, history. Okay? So, again, similar but different. Okay? So, we have white flowers here. In this one, the flowers are opaque. So, you can see the paint spatter through them. And, of course, they're different flowers. But still sketch flowers. You see? Similar but different. All right, so this Bible study tracker does span the different books that are in here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are 12 books within here as far as like chapter notes to be taken in here. After that, you get a dot grid page. So right here is where you can start inserting any other thing that you would want. I believe for me, I inserted my infographic from the Bible Project. Let me see what I put in mine. Yep, infographic. And I need to update this. Well, it depends. So if it's books that I read, I definitely read all of these. I think I was doing them based on when I completed the page. All right, and that's when I started putting sticker washi tape there. So again, here's where you would probably insert something. This one is blank as far as like clean, clear. But going forward, some of them have paint splatters. This is the first chapter of this book. And this is a theme title of the first book. which would be Joshua. So all of them start with a dot grid, the first chapter, and the theme of the book. And then you get into them. I moved these things over as far as these titles because I get mine cut. So they're the same size and everything. But when I was getting mine cut, I noticed that it was going into the side of them. So I did shift some stuff over. So instead of having this nice gap here, I took some of that space and put on the opposite side. All right, so that is a difference in the design. And I did the same thing for the intro pages. So when I get my spine cut off, I typically get this much cut off. So about right there. So just the glue. You see where that brown piece meets? I don't know why, but it does better when I put my hand up. But that brown piece, I basically just get that cut off. Okay. So we have a scripture and decor here, date, author, themes, key verses, summary. So all of that as far as layout is the same. We have chapters 1 through 8. That is the same. 9 through 12, 13 to 16. Same layout, of course, different design. It says like some peaches, some greens, some oranges. Oh, goodness. Boys, play Dallas. Play nice. Sorry about that. I have 2 Boston Terriers, and sometimes they act like little kids. So you can see that the design goes from box spaces for each chapter to open space for each chapter, back the box spaces. Then it goes in the chapter study notes, prayers, questions and definitions. So things I'm thinking about. Again, because I'll be putting mine on this, but if you don't, you can always still stick something in the spine to add if you need more pages. That is the goal for me, is to have it all nice and chunky and just, yeah, stuff going everywhere with all my notes from sermons and everything. Scripture writing goes here, and then it goes into the next book. All right, so again, dot grid right here, a title page. So you can tell from this title page, it is different. This one is clean and clear. This one is decorated. Then you go from Joshua to Judges. Again, same items here. But see how this one is decorated differently. Chapters 1 through 8. But you can see that there is paint splatters and everything on this one. Versus this one is clean. So it will teeter between clean design, graphic design, clean design, clean design, graphic design. So it will just keep going throughout, and it'll be every other. So this one, character study, doesn't have any on it. This character study has images on it. Clean, decorated. This is always clean. Scripture writing. And then again, goes into the next chapter. So from here on, you pretty much seen the flow. So I'll just be going through the front pages. So this is Ruth. Kingship. 1 Samuel. Covenant. 2 Samuel. Division. 1 Kings. Exile. 2 Kings. I think 2 Kings is so pretty. Worship. I think worship might be my favorite chapter title page. Well, book title page with a chapter on it. First Chronicles. Revival. 2 Chronicles. 2 Chronicles, bold. It's nice fall colors. Restoration, Ezra. I like Ezra's layout and color. Paint splatter all up in the seam. Rebuilding, Nehemiah. That's it. That's what I'm about to say. I thought it ended with Esther. It's Esther. All right, there are some books that are longer. Let me see which one is longer. Let's go to Second Chronicles. Okay, so Second Chronicles will have more chapters. Let me see if they did it in this one. Is this the one when I have? No, it's another one. I have like, maybe it's First Chronicles. This. All right, I just wanted to show that there was another design page, but every book doesn't make it to like chapter 20 something. So you see like how Ruth, this is 24, 21, 22, 25. So only a selected books make it past 24 in order to have this page in it, as far as like 25 to something. So that design is different. Okay, so I hope that you all like the designs in here. Again, there are 2 different designs for chapter notes. I just felt like, for me, I wanted to have a place for all my Bible study notes to be. I write my notes in a journal. I write them in a Bible. And instead of doing all of that and never having a central place for everything to go, I created this journal. So I'm hoping that everybody likes it. I know several of you have emailed me, put messages on TikTok and Instagram, Patreon. Email me directly. I definitely got some emails directly asking about this volume 2. And now that it is here, of course, yours will come without the not for resale sign on there. This is my proof copy. I like to always print a proof copy to see if I like it. For example, when I saw this one, I didn't like this anymore. This cover is so soft. Oh my goodness. It's so soft. But I didn't like this right here. So that's why I changed the design to bring my name down and put volume 2 here. But I am praying that everybody who is currently in their Bible study or wanting to get into their Bible study find some kind of joy and organization from these journals as a wonderful place where you can always refer back to and have it organized for the things that you have documented. We go and we read, and I don't think it's enough to just read and not to be able to reflect and to look back on our notes, whether they be, again, from sermons or from podcasts. I know I watch a couple of YouTube videos and I want to write notes. And when those notes pertain to certain scriptures, I want to be able to run here and be like, oh, he was in, Second Chronicles 2. And I want to be able to go to Second Chronicles 2 and put my notes here. So that is the reasoning behind why this was created. I am about to start on volume 3. We see how small volume 3 looks in comparison to volume 1 and volume 2. However, do we see Psalms? So Psalms is in there, and there's like 100 and something Psalms. So this one is going to take a little bit of time, but not as much time as it took for me to do volume 2. All right. So my goal is to release this in 2026, if not sooner, because there's some things I want to work on alongside of it. But volume 3 is going to be coming soon, and I can't wait to get all the way to volume 8 because I'm reading the Bible chronologically. And so I'm in Isaiah. And while I'm in Isaiah, my journal here is in volume 2. However, I am on volume 4 with my study, but it's chronological. So it kind of flips back and forth between different, like I am still in Chronicles because it's mixed in with Psalms and Isaiah. So yeah, it's going on because of the type of Bible that I'm using to study. So I am definitely eager and with you as I go through and try to do all the volumes. And I had thought about it. I was like, maybe I should have just waited and released all the volumes at the same time. But I think people enjoy, the releases. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Again, I get mine cut at Staples. It is about $3 to get them to cut the spine off. You have to explain to them how you want your spine cut off, though, because to them, I believe, well, this is what one guy naturally said to me. He said that they typically go with, there's like an indent here. You probably can you see it more on this one? Yeah, you probably can see it more on this one. There's an indent there, and they typically just cut that indent off. That is not what I want. That's not what I want. If that's what you want, that's fine. But the way this was designed was to just simply cut off the glue. That's all. I just wanted you to cut off the glue, and then I use a Happy Planner punch, and I punch it in here so that I can add other pages and things like that the way that I want them. So let me know if you have any questions. Thank you guys so much for supporting the Print Pray Slay ministry. This has been an amazing journey as I go through the Bible and I'm reading it chronologically. I'm so excited. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.